Dylan didn't give that away. We've already crossed Oklahoma City. Slow down. We're gonna go almost to the Oklahoma-Arkansas state line to pick up this morning. This is a long deadhead. 212 miles. We're gonna go pick up. It's drop and hook. Love those. Guys, I have every intention of showing you my axles when I drop and hook this, because we're not real crunched this time. So I want to show you guys what those axles look like. People were asking about them. I know I didn't do it last night. I'm sorry. Like I said, we were crunched on time when we delivered. We're going to Ohio. We're gonna pick up in Oklahoma and we're gonna take it to Ohio. And it's a drop and hook on that end too. Awesome. I love dropping hooks. Save me a lot of time. Realistically, we pull a drive in. There's not as much waiting time as there would be pulling a refrigerated trailer. I pulled a refrigerated trailer. I did that for 6 months before I came here. And so I know what the wait times are like for the reefer side. And I don't miss it. Honestly, I don't miss sitting around. Doing the videos, I kind of wish I had that time. But I think, we're kind of getting into a good groove here. Because I run a little bit different schedule than most people, I think it works out well. And I really hope you guys are liking these videos, because I'm having a good time. I'm really enjoying doing this for you guys. I got coolant. I put coolant in this morning before we started rolling, while he had been off all night. I think we have a leak. And this person's fed up. I think we have a leak. Oh, state trooper. He's in a hurry. There was a puddle this morning underneath decks. I could not identify where the leak is coming from based on the position of the puddle. I'm not sure what's going on, but we have a leak somewhere. I put coolant in it, filled it back up. We'll keep an eye on it, but when we stop to pick this up, I'm gonna let dispatch know that once we deliver this, I need to come back to our home yard and put decks in the shop, because I'm having some other issues as well. So hopefully that works out. Now, while we're in the shop, we'll be in a hotel, so hopefully, no promises, but I'm gonna try and do a top 10 video for you guys. We've been working on a couple of ideas. I've definitely got one, actually I've got two completed lists, and a third one that's in the works for you guys. I think you'll like them. Again, if you guys have ideas for this top 10 theme, send them to me. Tweet me, or put it in the comments down there below the video. So this load is going to go through Missouri. It's going to go through our home state. Beautiful, beautiful Missouri. So we're definitely going to get some footage of North Arkansas. One of my favorite interstates. It's absolutely stunningly beautiful. So we're definitely getting footage of that, and we're going to do some Missouri stuff. And because of the route we're taking, I'm very excited. I know for 100% certainty that we are going to Walmart today. There's a Walmart along this route that has dedicated truck parking. Like, they actually have a lot with spots for trucks. We've been there many times. We actually stayed there once one night, and a storm rolled through. This was fun. We had 44,000 pounds. We had lowered the landing gear to stabilize the trailer, and even with all of that in effect, I've never felt the truck rock that hard. It was 70-mile-an-hour winds. Needless to say, we packed a bag and took off into Walmart because I wasn't about to stay in the truck if it went flying. That was a fun night. That was a bad storm. It didn't, obviously. It died down pretty quick and we were safe, but yeah, that's probably the worst, one of the worst weather situations we've ever been in. The other one, the very close second, right after I went solo. For those of you that follow me on Twitter, you guys remember Teddy, my first truck. He broke down 5 days out. So, well, once we got that fixed, we had to bobtail from Ardmore, Oklahoma, all the way up to Dodge City, Kansas. So we didn't have a trailer. We had left the trailer that we had at the place where he broke down. So we didn't have a trailer, so we bobtailed. We drove pretty much straight into a supercell. There's nowhere to stop, really, along that route. If you've ever, you guys that pull reefers, have ever drove up, I think it's US 270 up through Oklahoma, up to Dodge City. There's, like, one good place to stop. You're in the middle of nowhere out there. It's, 30, 40-mile-an-hour winds, it's hailing, pouring down rain, there's lightning, thunder, I can't see, and I can't stop. It was probably the scariest thing I've ever driven in. And I'm still a really fresh rookie driver at the time. Just terrified. I mean, like white knuckles on the steering wheel. Terrified. But we made it through. I thought like one of three things was going to happen. One, lightning was going to hit the truck. Two, hail was going to smash the windshield, or the wind was going to flip the truck over. It was scary. We finally got found a place that we could fit the truck. It was like a little gas station. It had like one diesel pump for a truck. We pulled up under the roof over the diesel pump, took off inside, and come to find out they'd actually had a tornado not that far from where we were. So yeah, that was pretty scary. We were really haven't encountered a whole lot of bad weather, thankfully. Last winter, I think we drove in snow 3 times. Once in Illinois, which was not bad at all. The roads were pretty clear already. Once in Arkansas going home, that was not fun because Arkansas pretty much doesn't clear the roads. And we had a very light load. We only had 4,600 pounds, so it was a tad bit slippery. And then in West Virginia, it was one of those winter storms. Stella, maybe? I can't remember her name. I think it was Stella. Winter storm Stella was hitting West Virginia, and we were on the turnpike in West Virginia. And if you've ever driven that turnpike, you know what I'm talking about with the hills. And it was an extremely heavy load. It was toothpaste. Extremely heavy load. I was just praying the whole time I wasn't going to break traction, because if I broke traction, I was going to go backwards down the hill. Pretty much. It snowed hard. Really hard in West Virginia. That was the worst one, I think. The roads were clear. They had treated the roads because they knew it was coming. Roads were clear, but they were wet, and it was snowing very, very hard. There were places where the roads weren't so clear. It was a little nerve-wracking, especially since, you know, before last winter I'd never driven a big truck in snow. Now, you know, I learned how to drive a car in the snow and ice. Guys, let me talk about this real quick. If you're passing a truck, you get in front of them, the next appropriate step is not to step on the brakes like these two cars are doing. Both of these cars cut in front of me and immediately hit the brakes. Guys, that's not appropriate. I mean, these guys were okay because they had a little bit of distance in front of me. I didn't have to hit the brakes or anything. But that's not okay, guys. It's not, because I can't stop on a dime. I'm empty. I can stop a lot faster than a fully loaded truck, but I still can't stop on a dime. It can take me up to the length of a football field to stop. Think about that. You know how long a football field is? 100 yards. That's how long it can take a truck to stop. Or longer, depending on how heavy it is. So, you know, don't get in front of a truck and step on the brakes. And especially, do not do it intentionally. Do not ever brake check a truck. It's not cool. And you're playing with your life. Because, yeah, we can't stop. We can't. And to be right down honest with you, a lot of truck drivers run dash cams. Run dash cams or some sort of camera system. So if you think you're going to brake check a truck for an easy insurance payment, you could be sadly mistaken. Because if a police officer, a judge, whatever, sees that dash cam video of you brake checking that truck, guess what? Not only are you now responsible for your car, you're also responsible for any damages to that truck. And they're not cheap. So don't do it, guys. It's stupid. Really, really stupid. Like I said, you're playing with your life. Hey, look, he's got triples. Why aren't you on the turnpike? Guys, triples like this, they're only allowed on the turnpike. He must be going to a turnpike. They have some leeway. They can go a certain radius off the turnpike. But I can't even think of where the next turnpike is. He's a little bit ways away. But there's a lot of toll roads in Oklahoma where they can pull the triples like that. Triples are cool. I don't think I'd ever want to do it. It's not something I've ever given any thought. I don't have the endorsement on my license to pull double and triple trailers. The only endorsement that I have is tanker. It's the only one I took. Mostly because it was free when I took my written test. And it was an easy one to pass. Hopefully, maybe, someday in the future I'll get to use that endorsement, but not anytime soon. I don't have hazmat. I've never pulled hazmat. I don't really want to pull hazmat. I mean, I would, but I don't have the endorsement. Let's see, what else is there? Let's see. Tanker, doubles, triples, and hazmat. I think that might be it. I don't think there's any more endorsements. I don't have anything except tanker. I just did the most basic thing I could do. A big reason I didn't do the hazmat is because I would have had to drive an hour away, a little over an hour away to do the background check and the fingerprinting, and it costs money. It's like $140 maybe. I'm not sure, guys. Don't quote me. I've never checked it. But I just didn't have the money and I didn't have the time to go do it. So I didn't do it. I probably will someday. I don't know. Anyway. Prisoner transport. Oh, that's kind of scary. talking about something a minute ago and I've already forgotten what I was talking about. This happens to me a lot. If you know me, you know this happens to me a lot. There's another trooper. Or is that the same trooper? I don't know. Another trooper though. He's in a hurry too. They clouded up. It's kind of great. They, I don't know if we're gonna run into any of Irma. I don't know. Going to Ohio. Not sure. Hopefully not. We're not going through Tennessee, so hopefully we'll miss all of that mess. Okay, this person. The reason I'm so close to that person is because they're not going very much slower than me. So I don't want to hog the left lane for a long time. So I waited until I caught up to them before I got in the left lane. That's where my radar comes in handy. Because I know how fast they're going and I can get an idea of how long it's going to take me to pass them. That's where that comes in handy. So we're going to go pick up our load. I'll show you guys the axles, and then we're gonna start heading east. We're gonna stop at Walmart. Yay! Might try and stop for a shower tonight too. I don't know. I haven't decided where I want to park tonight. I got a little bit of extra time on this, so I can kind of play with it how I want it. I got a window on the other end of when I can drop, so I need to let dispatch know that we need to come back west to put decks in the shop. Hey guys, we're dropping off our empty trailer. I already put it in a hole. We're unhooked. So we're gonna look at these axles while I got the trailer unhooked. So if you look at my drive tires, I have super singles in case I didn't tell you guys this. These are new. I got these, I don't know, 2 months ago. If you look at this, you can see how deep, I got rocks in there, how deep the tread is. This is my dead axle. It's not nearly as good of a tire. But let me see if I can do this without getting nasty. Okay, this is the front axle. There's the pumpkin. See that? That's the power axle. There you go. There, you can see there. That's the power axle there. We come around here to the back. See the pumpkin there on the front axle? That's the back axle. It has nothing. So it is a dead axle. It does not have power to it. Somebody also asked me if I can lift this axle. I can't. It'd be cool to be able to do that, but I can't lift this axle. I've actually been in situations, like backing under a trailer, where this tire won't even be rolling. It's still moving, but because it's on gravel or whatever, this tire's not even rolling. These tires, I need to get these tires checked next time we're at the yard. So yeah, that's my axles. This is the back side of the truck. I do have super singles. I also have disc brakes. I have 6-wheel disc brakes, and it's awesome. It's so much better than drum brakes. I actually rode with somebody who had drum brakes on their International, and it's a completely different ride. I think Hubs is breaking something. He's washing my windshield for me. Alright guys, we got our trailer. We got our loaded trailer. Dropped off our empty trailer, picked up our loaded trailer. Trailer is kind of a pain in the rear. The gooseneck to raise the landing gear was kind of bent or just not cooperating. Anyway, we are are getting on 49, I-49 north. We're gonna take I-49 all the way up to Joplin, and then we're gonna get on 44, I-44 in Joplin. We're gonna take I-44 to St. Louis.
106 miles.
Thanks, Tom. We're gonna take I-44 all the way to St. Louis, and then we're gonna get on 70, and that's gonna be the whole trip. Sort of. There's a little extra. I'm not sure. I haven't looked that far ahead. Right now, we got about 100 miles, and then we're gonna go to Walmart.